What's up, y'all? So you're a real estate investor. You're a wholesaler, you're a flipper, you might be doing some cold calling, direct mail, but you're going, I need to get leads online now. Well, you might not know how to do that, or what do you put on the website? What do you say? How do you structure it so it actually performs well for you and you stop losing leads and deals and you can finally get consistency? Well, we're gonna show you in this series how to do that from start to finish, how to make your website finally perform for you to grow momentum and get you more deals. So let's dive right in. My name is Trevor Mock. I'm the CEO of Carrot, where we help thousands of real estate investors and agents generate hundreds of thousands of motivated seller leads online every single year. Guys, hit subscribe too. You're gonna find lots more videos about mindset, marketing. Go check out our podcast and a lot more as well, where we can help you out and grow towards more freedom and impact. There's a couple things I wanna go over first because we have a lot of misconceptions when it comes to online marketing, when it comes to building your website. And the first one is like, do you even need a website to be a real estate investor? Do you need a website as a wholesaler? Do you need a website as a flipper, as a land investor? Do you need a website? And I'm gonna say right now, the answer is no, you don't need a website to do deals. Now, we have lots of clients who do deals before they make it over to Carrot, and you can do deals. You can drive for dollars, you can cold call, you can do all kinds of things and get deals. Now, the question though is how many leads and deals are you losing because you don't have a website or what we call an authority hub, as we'll teach you on in this series. Guys, every single time you do any kind of marketing, imagine yourself, you put out the direct mail piece, okay? You send your nice, pretty, fancy postcard or the letter out to 5,000 addresses. They get it in their mailbox and they pick it up. What do they do next? Well, the very first thing a lot of people do in this age of credibility, in this age of honestly mistrust, where people are skeptical, they pick it up and they want to Google you to figure out if you're legit. They're going to Google your phone number. They're going to Google your company name. They're going to Google anything that's identifiable to find you and see if your service is real. Same thing with cold calling. Same thing with text message marketing. Same thing with radio and TV advertising. All offline marketing drives online demand. So if you're doing offline marketing, you can close deals without it, but I can guarantee you that you're losing deals because you don't have a website or the right structured website to win those deals, win those leads, and grow that credibility, all right? So all offline marketing creates online demand. Your website can actually help you get a higher ROI from all of your offline marketing. A quick story, Carter Steff, he's one of the largest home buyers in America, the largest home buyer in Oklahoma City, and he does a lot of radio and TV advertising. He had a pretty website. It was a custom developed WordPress website. He was getting some leads through it. But after he switched over to what we're gonna teach you in this series, he showed that he was losing about $20,000 every single month and lost deals because his website was not structured correctly. And we'll go into that here in a second. So do you need a website? No, you don't. But you are losing leads and deals every single month if you don't have a website or have the right website structured. Okay, so I want to ask you this question before we dive into the 5 tips. So as we're going throughout this series, I want it to be interactive. I want you to write down things. You might pause the series as we're going and write down an action item or do something with me. In this one right here, I want you to write down what's your average profit per deal. In many markets, let's say it's $20,000. It might be $10,000 in your market, or let's say it's $30,000 in your market. Write down your average profit per deal. And keep that in mind throughout the entire series as you're building out the website to operate correctly and perform correctly, because you want to prevent yourself from losing any of those deals. If your average profit per deal is 20K, how do you now prevent from losing a $20,000 deal this year? How many of those leads and deals are you okay with losing from an underperforming website? We're going to help you win back those deals and put that money in your pocket rather than in your competitor's pocket. So we're going to dive into those 5 points right now to make sure that you go from just a website to a high-performing website, or no website to winning back more deals with the right website as a real estate investor. The first point, guys, is it has to be structured the right way, or what we call a tech stack. This is all the geeky technical stuff. We've got an entire video that walks you through exactly how your website should be set up correctly. Okay, and this is the code that the website's actually developed on. You know, can you use a Wix website or something built on Fiverr to really get real performance, or do you need to have something that's built for performance rather than prettiness? So we've got that entire video that walks you through, go for performance, not prettiness, to win you back more deals and structure the website the right way. The second thing that we need to do to move from no website to the right website, or the wrong website to a high-performing website, honestly make sure that it's optimized to rank well in Google. One thing that we've been talking about for years and years and years is what we call evergreen marketing. Evergreen marketing is getting in front of the flow of your most motivated prospects. I was just on a call yesterday with one of the biggest home buyers in Baltimore, actually, CR of Maryland, and they were reporting their numbers from this past year. Their number one most profitable marketing metric, and they're a multiple seven-figure a year business. Their number one most profitable marketing method was SEO. They spent about $20,000 in SEO in that year, and they brought in $700,000 in gross profits with that one channel. By far the highest, most profitable deal. So that's why we need to make sure that our websites today are not just online. They don't just look pretty, but they actually have an amazing chance to rank really, really well in Google. So we have an entire video on that. Go check it out in the series when you're ready for that. That walks you through the 4 main points you need to focus on when setting up your website correctly for SEO. Now, am I qualified to talk about that? Well, if you guys were to Google Sell My House Fast or We Buy Houses or Cash Home Buyers in any city in the country or any motivated house seller phrase, you're likely going to find somewhere between 3 and 8 Carrot sites controlling page 1 in Google in almost every city in the country. The number one lead generation source of the 400,000 plus leads that come into our system every single year with our clients is search engine optimization. So we know a thing or two about this topic, and we want to show it to you in that video. Okay, the third thing, y'all, that we need to focus in on is once someone comes to that website and it's structured correctly, is credibility. We need to build credibility massively and insanely quickly right now in this market. It's a cluttered market. It's a busy market. We need to build credibility. Check out that video on how to build credibility start to finish and win more deals to pre-frame the person to want to work with you versus your competition. Now, number four is once they're there, we now need to make sure that we're converting them into a lead. And this is the thing that we really pioneered in this industry. And you'll see a lot of people in the market have emulated what Carrot pioneered, and we're going to continue to stay ahead of that game. Is we changed the industry from just getting a website online to making it perform and convert. We run what's called split tests each and every month with dozens of websites that test little elements like the size of a button or a placement of something, or we test something, is this going to work better on mobile or not? And it goes back to, if you lose one lead every single month, and the average number of leads it takes to close a deal in SEO is about 10 to 15. That means you lost 10 to 12 leads that year. And if you lost one deal and it's a $20,000 deal, you could be losing $20,000 or more every single year at minimum, just because the website isn't optimized for conversion as well as it could be. So we've got an entire video to show you exactly what you need to do to put on your website to make it convert your visitors into leads at the highest rate possible. Number 5, y'all. Number 5, this is one of the most important things that we need to focus on as a real estate investor when we're setting up our website, or what we call an authority hub. Is when you're doing it, just working with your cousin Eddie who can set up a website for a couple $100, that's not going to cut it, because once again, how many leads and deals are we okay with losing every single year from an underperforming website? We need to focus on working with people or a team that have done this before in this specific market. We've worked with agencies that have been really, really good at generating leads for plumbers or attorneys, but then they move into the investor market and they struggle because it's a completely different dynamic. It's a high margin service business. Sellers and motivated sellers and buyers search for different types of things than other types of prospects do. So number 5 is we need to make sure that we're focusing in on working with people or a tool that are specifically focused on generating motivated seller and or buyer leads for investors specifically. For you specifically as a wholesaler, a flipper of land or houses. All right, guys, let me run through those 5 really quick again. Number 1, we've got to make sure we nail the tech stack and the structure of the website. Check out the video on that. Number 2, we have to be ranking well in Google today to really win the highest, most motivated prospects, and so you show up high when people Google search your name so you can win more deals from your offline marketing. Number 3 is we've got to build credibility the right way on that website to stand out from your competitors so you can win more of those leads into deals. Number 4, we've got to structure the elements of the website to convert at a high rate, especially on a mobile device. We'll show you how to do that in that video. And number 5, work with someone who specifically does this for you, for investors, like we do here at Carrot. So those are the 5 main chunks, the 5 main things that we need to do to set up a website to make it perform the right way and stop losing leads and deals from an underperforming website. Now, there's a lot of things you can do and that you should be doing in between those as well. So that's where those other videos are going to help. But while you're going through that journey, you're going to have to pick and choose where are you going to go to get the website set up, right? You can use a system like a Wix or a WordPress, or go hire a custom web developer. They all have pros and cons. And some of them you're going to do big trade-offs between speed and performance, or you might lose leads, but this is going to be cheaper for you. So we're going to help you with a video, walk you through how to choose that. What is the best option for you and your business at the stage that you're in? We work with many of the top investors in the entire country, and we work with a lot of newer investors as well. And we love to work with you if it's a fit. The thing that I'm most passionate about here at Carrot, and it's actually our stated mission in the business, is to help you build a business of freedom and impact. And we've done that with so many of our clients. And we really think that our tool, that Carrot as the software, our training, our support, and the ecosystem that we put you into, just like with thousands of other successful clients of ours, is the right tool to help you get there. But guys, don't take our word for it. That one of the biggest things I want you to do is go out there and do your research, find information online, and also right here we've got an amazing set of videos that can walk you through many of the most successful clients and their stories that probably are pretty darn parallel to yours as well. So do your research, and let's dive into the rest of that video series to learn how to do this together. Hit subscribe on this channel so we can get more amazing content in front of you, and we'll see you on the next video.